So you love using EBITDA, that is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. You love using them. You love using underlying profit, adjusted earnings. You love using all of this. We call them management performance measures. They are measures that you quote about the company when you make press releases, when you communicate to the public regarding your company, when you talk to investors, especially potential investors. You quote these measures. Most times you make them up. You cannot back them up. Under IFRS 18, this is going to change. IFRS 18 does not ban the use of management performance measures like EBITDA, like adjusted earnings, like underlying profits. These measures that you quote in your press releases. IFRS 18 does not ban the use of them. What IFRS 18 brings to the table, the change it brings is that you can't just manufacture them. You can't just release fabricated figures to the press. Every MPM that you quote has to be properly disclosed in the notes to the financial statements. And secondly, you have to do a formal reconciliation of that figure with the subtotals. You know, you have two major subtotals now. The two major additional subtotals, your operating profit and the profit before financing and income tax. So whatever you quote, if you quote a figure as your EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, or you quote a figure as adjusted earnings, or you quote a figure as underlying profit, you have to disclose it in the notes to the financial statement, and you have to do a formal reconciliation. So the full video of IFRS 18, that's the full guide, is available for you to watch. Why don't you go and watch the full video so that you can learn everything about IFRS 18 and the changes it is bringing? It is going to take effect in January 2027. So from January 1, 2027, it becomes mandatory. Your income statement will change completely. 5 compulsory categories and 2 compulsory subtotals. Even the way you aggregate and disaggregate, it will change. It's going to affect the cash flow statement. It's going to affect IAS 8. So go and watch my video on my channel, Finance Simplifier. Watch the full guide. It's just about 30 minutes long. You will enjoy it. So see you in the next video. And if you have any more questions about IFRS 18, I want you to drop it in the comment section so that I can do a video to address it.